Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We are here to talk about some colorful eyeshadow palettes. I recently talked about my top 5 like basic B neutral eyeshadow palettes, the ones that I love with my whole heart. But you know what? Even though I am a neutral lover, I do like to dip into color sometimes, okay? There is a time and a place for it in my life, and I'm not going to discriminate against beautiful eyeshadow shades. So we are here to talk about my top 5 favorite colorful eyeshadow palettes. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Kelly and I love all things makeup and beauty. I love talking, I love makeup, I love talking about makeup. So if you like to chat about makeup too, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of the K-Bella fam. Why don't we go ahead and jump into the video. I will not be talking about the eyeshadow palettes that are on my lids right now. I did recently film a video about the new Sigma bite-sized quads that just came out. So that's what is on my face here. Let's talk about some colorful eyeshadows that I love. I would not be able to talk about a colorful palette without mentioning my Sydney Grace Tiny Marvels eyeshadow palette. This beauty was created in collaboration with Sydney Grace and Mel Thompson. I am so sad that Mel is no longer in the beauty space. I did not know her personally, but she was so creative. She was so kind. Everyone that does know her has said wonderful things about her, but I am so thankful that she has a legacy palette, that we have the Tiny Marvels, and it is so beautiful. Firebutts is one of like my absolute favorite shades of life. It's this beautiful, rich, like old gold shade, but you also have beautiful pastels. You have this BB shade, this bright gold for Kelsey Brianna J. I got to meet her in Charleston. She is amazing. You have Meadowhawk, which is beautiful, Scarab, which is beautiful. It's just a gorgeous, colorful palette, and when I am trying to dip into color and use color, I can be a bit intimidated because I am a neutral lover, but I do not have a hard time creating looks with this stunning palette here. I also do have to pause between each palette because I keep the little plastic covers. Does anybody else keep those plastic inserts that go in your eyeshadow palettes, or is that just me? There are a few where they fall out and I no longer have them, but most of them I still have. Another palette that I don't reach into often, but if I do want a colorful look, a great option here is this Nomad Cosmetics Paradise Island palette. This was sent to me from Nomad Cosmetics when they did one of their starfish nominations, where you could nominate people who you feel like are a starfish in the community for a different category, and I was nominated. I was sent this beautiful palette here. You can see tons of color. Like, there are no neutral shades in here. This is a colorful palette. The shimmers performed beautifully. You have tons of shimmers here. I feel like a lot of the Nomad palettes are matte heavy, but you do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shimmers, if I'm counting correctly. So definitely not missing any shimmers here, but I also like how you have like a matte and a shimmer together that you can kind of use in conjunction with each other. So this is a beautiful palette. I love the formula. I do have a code with Nomad Cosmetics. I will have it on the screen and down below if you're interested, but this is a great colorful option. Now, some people may not see this as a colorful palette if you are thinking about colorful palettes as like rainbow palettes, but I'm not thinking of rainbow palettes. I'm thinking of colorful palettes. And I mean, brown is a color, neutral brown is a color, but I'm thinking of colors that just aren't brown. So I believe my Natasha Denona My Dream palette is a great option for color, probably more so for the neutral lover who's trying to dip into color. You have this beautiful, let me see if I can get it in the mirror. Look at Vision. So see how it's green in the mirror, but you see like a pinky shade here. You have a beautiful duochrome here. You have this nice gold shade. This one right here in Invention is very like a yellow gold sunburnt option. You do have lots of cranberries here with Risk and Babies. You do have a cooler section right down here, but then also this Serendipity, which is a taupe. So no, this is not a rainbow palette, okay? But we do have color here. We have some cranberries, we have the bright orange, and I love the Natasha Denona formula. Hands down, probably my favorite eyeshadow formula. Just performs amazingly, so I had to share this for my top 5 favorite colorful palettes. My beautiful friend Heather Austin collaborated with Adept Cosmetics to come up with her Heather Austin palette. This was sent to me from Heather and Adept, and I became obsessed with the Adept shimmer formula when I received this palette. You have all kinds of beautiful like duochrome, multi-chrome. Is this purple? Is this blue? It's both. It's both, right? We have these beautiful like passports, so excited, 0603, hey y'all. Like these shimmers, Austin, beautiful, stunning. The mattes are great also, but what I love about this palette is I can take Atlas, throw it in the crease, and use any one of these shimmers. That's typically what I do because I am a neutral lover. I don't dip into the greens very often. I do like to use PaO2 like in the outer corner or kind of to deepen up the lower lash line, but I will typically throw Atlas in the crease and any one of these shimmer shades. Out the door, beautiful palette, love the formula. You can no longer get this palette, but if you have it, y'all, you know, chef's kiss. And last but certainly not least is the Sigma Angela Bright collab that released this year. I fell in love with this palette and I did not expect to be honest. I love Sigma. I think their formula is great. It's not that I was concerned about the formula of this palette, but when I looked at it, I just saw color. I just saw color and I was like, oh my gosh, like what am I going to do here? But you know what? If you take out the middle shades, we do have some neutrals on the end. However, this is still a beautiful, colorful palette. You have this wonderful orange shade. You have this Zinfandel shade, which gives you that rich cranberry. You have PDX, which is like a blue-green. 2015 is a beautiful purple. Faye is that beautiful, like Christmas rich green shade. Hollywood is a beautiful gold. You have autumn vibes over here with some deep browns, and of course the Sigma formula is great. I am a huge fan of their formula. The mattes are super blendable. I feel like they've really stepped up their game with the shimmer shades. I don't know if their formula has changed, but to me personally, several years ago, I tried out their formula and I felt like their shimmers weren't as pigmented as I like, but now I feel like you do get like full pigment and opacity here with just a couple swipes, like rich, beautiful shades. I absolutely love it. And I think that the Sigma Angela Bright palette is a great collaboration and a great merging of neutrals and colors. So if you are a neutral lover like me and you are intimidated by color, this is definitely a great option for you because you can merge the neutral and colorful palettes, and I love this one. Okay, but that's gonna do it. This is a quick and easy video, my top 5 colorful palettes. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Sorry about my voice. I feel like it's cracking and I'm trying to do this outro over and over, but I think I caught whatever my children had. So thank you so much for watching this video. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know your top 5 favorite colorful eyeshadow palettes, and definitely stay tuned. I have more fun videos coming up, but as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed before you go. That way I can see you in the next one.